to our luau party for Heritage Youth Online. We're so glad that you've joined us today as we, where'd the camera go? We're so glad that you've joined us today as we get ready to have a lot of fun. We're gonna play some more games. I've got some special guests with us today. We're gonna have a luau party together. We're gonna be sending, Jack, what food are we sending today? Taco Bell. Taco Bell. Oh, there's the music. I don't have to yell anymore. We're going to be sending you some Taco Bell so you can be smashing into the chat when that comes up and those opportunities come up for you to win some DoorDash Taco Bell. And Jack, do we have anyone from last week that didn't get their food? Or has everybody got caught up? Joey Westman, you're going to be getting your food tonight. But here's the deal. If you don't respond when Jack puts a phone number in there tonight, if you don't respond to that message, then you're not going to get your food tonight. And then you're not going to get it at all because this is so sad. It's the last night of our online youth group. But I've got some good news. We've got some other things coming for the month of February. So I'm excited to share those with you. But first, let me tell you about Winterfest. Our Winterfest coming up February 5th and 6th. We're so excited for you to be part of Winterfest this year. It is free, so invite your friends. Friday night from 6 to 9 o'clock, we're going to be here. We're going to be using this screen, probably watching some movies or playing some video games. We're going to have some food, some fun, a whole lot of good times. And then Saturday, our other campuses are joining us. They're going to be here. We're going to worship together. We're going to hear from God's word, and we're going to have some competition. So we need Lake Zurich to show up, and we're going to have a great time. So we hope you join us for that. Winterfest, 5th and 6th of February. Don't miss it. And then Sunday, every Sunday, we have our watch parties. During our 11 o'clock service here at the Lake Zurich campus. We'd love for you to join us for those. High schoolers show up at 10:30, get an opportunity to grab some coffee, some donuts, and hang out with some of our leaders. Middle school join at 10:45 as we begin to connect as well and then watch the service all together. Finally, I'm excited to tell you that in February, we are going to be having some small groups online. I'm going to share with you more about that in a few minutes, but first, some good news. If you look all around the world, if you watch news, which you don't because you're students, and students shouldn't watch news because it's boring, but if you did, you would see that there's a whole lot of crazy things going on in our country and in our nation, and people always fighting, and news is often sad, so today we're sharing some good news. Here's the first piece of good news. The good news today is that today is National, anybody know? Chocolate Cake Day. Today is National Chocolate Cake Day, so when this is over, you can bake yourself a cake and enjoy it too. National Chocolate Cake Day. Also, I just heard this today, McDonald's is bringing back their spicy chicken nuggets. I think that's some good news for people. Apparently, a lot of people wanted them. So spicy chicken nuggets, or spicy McNuggets, as they're called at McDonald's, are coming back, and that is starting February 1st. But let's be honest, they don't even come close to Chick-fil-A. That's better news. Get some Chick-fil-A nuggets and you'll be more happy. And then finally, February, this is it. February is going to be the month of youth Zoom groups. So we're doing small groups online via Zoom, and you can sign up for those tonight. You can go to heritagechurch.cc/youth and click on the link to join one of our groups. Let me just introduce to you the groups that are taking place and the leaders leading them. Let's throw it up on the screen. How about that? And maybe we'll find a camera that can show you what's up. So February Zoom groups are happening. We've got Finding Truth by Francis Chan, Crazy Love by Francis Chan, and Am I Happy by Sean McDonald, all being led by your small group leaders. Let's go to the next one. Let's highlight... Let's go to the next one. There it is. Finding Truth with Francis Chan. It's Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Your leader for that is going to be Scott Westman. That group is for middle school boys. So middle school boys, you can check that group out. And then the next one we have is Am I Happy A study taking place Wednesday nights as well at 7:30. Your leaders, Kristen and Carla, are going to be leading that. That is for middle school and high school girls. You can jump into that group. It'll be an awesome experience to connect with some of those leaders and talk about life and what it means to be happy and going through that study together. And then our last one that we're offering is Crazy Love by Francis Chan, Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. And your leader for that is Jack Ricard. He's the one that is smashing into the comments and talking to you guys online. But Jack is going to be leading that. And Faith is actually going to be joining him with that as well. That is for all students, middle school and high school can be a part of that group. And we would love for you to be able to join one of those groups through the month of February to just stay connected, to continue to grow in your faith and be encouraged in relationship with one another. That is our good news for the day. Now I could not be more excited to introduce to you our guests. Please put your hands together. Guys, come on up. Please put your hands together for Marco and Michelle. Woohoo!
What's up?
Man,
My skirt's falling off here.
Boy. That's a fashion no-no.
Just kind of lay it over me
There you go.
like this.
Eyes up here. So Marco, Michelle, we're so glad that you guys are here. We have missed you. Students have missed you guys.
Yes.
So great to have you back. And man, just a great opportunity for you guys to share a little bit about what God's been doing in your life and kind of catch the students up and life, right?
Yeah.
And COVID life and things like that. So super cool, right?
Definitely.
But before we jump into all that, here's my first question. We just got done with our good news section segment,
Yes.
and I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to maybe share some good news.
Yeah. Shel, do you want to answer this
Well,
one?
my good news, I don't know where to look. Here's the thing.
That red light right there.
Okay.
Hi, red
my,
light.
My good news is that I found out I like Star Wars. So
Whoa! Yes.
in
That's
the
good news for me
in
too.
the COVID sphere, I've watched from, what was it? I watch it chronologically, start
Yeah.
to finish.
Yeah.
Turns
So the
out
worst
it's
to
good.
the best.
Yes.
Turns
exactly.
out I like
exactly.
it.
Yeah.
So
we even watched
That's what
all
we
of
have.
Mandalorian together. It's been a great year for me.
Yeah.
It was good.
That's a lot of TV.
That's good news.
Yeah, like a
It's
weird
lot
amount of
television.
TV.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
fantastic. If
That's
you
my
have
good
not watched Star Wars,
Okay.
you should check it out because
Yeah.
Michelle says
That's
it's
good.
pretty good.
Yeah, Michelle's approval there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There
you
definitely.
go. Okay.
Yeah.
Love
And
it.
then that's been a perk for me as well. So that's been a good
That's
thing
good,
for
yes.
me. But I think another thing that a lot of people kind of might not think about in this season is we've gotten so much time to spend with like our family, and we have a little nephew now, and so we've gotten to spend tons of time with him. Yeah, and so that has been so awesome. For
That's
us.
amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
How great is that? Yeah. Some of our students at home right now are like, yeah, we've had way too much time with family.
Yeah, that's not a
That's
perk for us, but we love it. So yeah.
It has
That's
actually
been
been
good.
great. Like
Yes.
being able to spend more time, and not everybody loves it, but
Yeah.
I have as well. I
Yeah.
like that. All right, so every week we have allowed our guests to share some wisdom with our students, and
Yeah.
I mean, even one week we had Chris Pratt, my friend Chris Pratt,
Oh,
shared
yeah.
some wise advice for the students. And,
There you go.
but I wanted to give you guys an opportunity. I mean, I know Chris.
I don't know if we can top that, but
That's all right.
No.
He basically just told us how to poop at a party and have it not smell.
Oh no.
Well,
So
I don't want to
no.
spoil Michelle's wisdom, but
Oh,
Chris Pratt may have
no.
spoiled Michelle's wisdom.
That was my only wisdom to share. Was the literal poop thing.
well, no, you know what? Some of our students may not have heard it or
All
remembered
right,
it.
Right,
all
and it'll
right.
stick more coming from Michelle.
So
Well,
yeah, with that said, I mean, because it's one thing for Chris Pratt, who many
But
of these
it's-
students have never met. It's
Right.
another thing coming from someone you know and
Right,
you've met.
reliable source.
Yeah, I'm
That's a
very,
big deal. Yeah.
very
Chris Pratt
reliable
he can be a liar sometimes.
Yeah, we don't know him.
He's an actor.
Oh, well, I
he
do.
acts
Well,
for
you
his
do.
profession.
Yeah, he acts. So,
That's true.
yeah. So some
Some wisdom?
some wisdom, a tip for teens today.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's a-
I'll let you. I mean,
well,
you can
to
kick it off.
reiterate the poop thing, if you have to poop in public, you poop, you flush,
Wait,
then
have you ever had
then
to
you,
poop in public?
No, well, like in a public bathroom.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
well, yeah, that
like,
would be awkward.
Not like in an open room.
I don't actually care if I smell up a public bathroom. It's when I go to someone's house.
Well,
Well,
okay,
that's
the
a good
house
point,
thing.
too.
That's really where I put that
The
wisdom
key,
into practice.
That's a good-
drop, flush, wipe. That's the key.
Then
Sorry,
flush
one more,
again.
one more
But
time. I was
that's
talking.
important.
Drop.
Drop it, flush it,
Yeah.
then you wipe.
Then you wipe.
And then you flush again,
And then you
because
flush
And then
otherwise.
you flush again,
Right.
obviously, yeah.
Right.
minimize the exposure.
Yes.
To the air.
To the
Right.
air,
Yeah.
to the
Right.
open air. Exactly, exactly.
That's all I got.
I think that's always a great piece of advice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I think
Yeah.
that's good.
And for you?
And then for me,
Yeah.
you know, I brought my mask up here because masks aren't good just for protection, but also in the winter, they keep you warm.
It do keep you warm.
That's a double win.
That's a double
so,
win.
if you're sick of masks, I get it, but
At
it
least
keeps
it's
you warm
cold.
in this season especially.
Yeah.
So,
It is
extra
true.
perk.
I have found myself when I drop my daughter off at the place where she does her e-learning.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's not her school, but it's become her school.
Right.
But I found myself keeping my mask on a little extra long.
Yeah.
Normally it's been like, get this thing off me.
Right.
But it's like,
And for
Kinda
those of
keep
us
you
who
cozy.
can't grow a luxurious beard like
you.
yourself,
Yes, thank you.
masks can provide the warmth that maybe a smaller beard
Yeah,
would provide.
yeah.
So there you
I
go.
mean, it's a manufactured beard.
right,
And
exactly.
it keeps your
Less
face
cool
warm.
looking, but
Less-
still fun.
But still functional. So,
Yeah, yeah, functional maybe.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay, now it's time for something I like to call a few of my favorite things.
Hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to say something. You're going to tell me what your favorite thing is.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I
Okay.
like it.
Here we go. Food.
Tacos.
Sushi.
Ooh, Disney movie.
Remember the Titans.
Cool runnings.
you. So good. Remember the Titans. Cool Runnings. Fantastic movies. Color.
Mine's green.
Yellow.
Favorite animal.
Tiger. Actually, red panda.
Okay, it's not. Okay. Yep.
There's a zebra called the Hartman zebra, and the Hartman was my maiden name.
Well, there you
How
go.
about that?
Yeah, the Hartman was her.
Hartman.
It was with the, yeah.
Your favorite pizza.
I don't really, I'm not a big pizza
Yeah,
person, and I'm
he's
so
a
sorry.
weirdo.
If I had to pick, I would
Moving
pick
on.
barbecue.
I know.
Favorite student. No, I'm just kidding.
Easy.
Your favorite thing or your favorite character about God.
You want to go first?
I think his
I think
sense
I know
of humor.
yours.
You wait.
His-
You like how Marco just did that? Oh, you go first.
Well, I think
you
I
catch
know
that?
Michelle's,
Okay.
and it's a good one. That's why I like this
I
one.
said
Yeah.
his sense of humor.
God's sense of
yeah,
humor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think for me, it's how he always surprises me. You know, like whenever I'm like thinking, okay, I'm praying something to God, like, man, this is exactly what I'm thinking is gonna happen. God will sometimes answer that prayer, but in a way I never expected,
Right.
and it's always better.
Right.
And it's like,
All
you
right.
do you, man.
So
you
good.
do you.
So
All
good.
right.
I like it. That's great. All right. I actually want to share.
Okay,
as well.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm gonna run
Yes.
through mine. Food, pizza, Disney movie. I have a lot, but I'm gonna go with The Kid.
Okay.
Bruce
okay.
Willis?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
It's kind of an obscure one, but it's good. Favorite color, green. Favorite animal, Chewbacca. Favorite pizza.
Chewbacca. That's good. But I would like to point out, you gave me a hard time for Red Panda. You said Chewbacca. So, I don't know.
Fine, I'll go with the dog. Favorite pizza. Depends on where it's from, but the standard is going to be pepperoni, and if it's truly just for me, it's going to be pepperoni and jalapeno.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
My favorite student is my daughter, and
I could see that. I could see why that would make
my
sense.
favorite thing about God, man, I like yours. He's constantly surprising me.
Yeah.
His sense of humor, those are so good. I didn't actually think through this one. I had answers for all the other ones. And now
Naturally,
I'm just
this is the
overwhelmed
one, right?
by the
Favorite thing about God?
The favorite
Pepperoni
thing
pizza
about
with
God
jalapenos.
is my favorite thing about God is I think that He knows what I need when I don't, and it goes to what you were
Yeah.
saying. Like He surprises me, but like, yeah, it's the surprising me with what I didn't think I needed, but,
Totally.
but then even like surprising me with like the realization
Yeah, yeah.
of like, oh,
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
all right, most embarrassing moment.
Okay, this is easy for me, and I still cringe when I think about this one. So, the very first time that I went on a date or went to go hang out with Michelle, and her dad was picking me up, her and her dad were picking me up. It was winter, it was about this time, and I came running out of my house.
Yes.
But for those of you who know me, at least, you know I am one of the most clumsy people on the planet, so this is just perfect me. But I'm running out of my house, slip on ice, go like
was
parallel to the
parallel.
ground,
Yeah.
and then fall flat
It
on the
looked
ground.
so bad.
It
Yeah.
looked horrible. But for me,
It looked so
it looked
bad.
way worse than it was, but at a certain point, I had hit the ground and I was like, I need to now decide, do I play this up or is this like, oh, Marco? So I played it up, but it still was
looked
horribly
awful.
embarrassing.
It was terrible.
Yeah, like your dad was in the car and what did
Yeah, he was just kind of like, "Oh boy, are you all right?" It was just real awkward. It was so.
And I think about it still to this day.
So
Now, how old
bad.
were you? Because you guys met in high school.
Yeah, so I was 17, so it was
Yeah.
almost 13 years
Wait,
ago.
you were 17 and you were having your girlfriend's dad pick
Well,
you
we
up?
were going.
We were going to church.
Yes,
That's
yeah.
what it was.
We were
That's
going
to
to
church.
church.
Go on a date.
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
We were
One of
going
the
to
best
church.
places to go on a date would be church.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
agree.
yeah. Especially, with your significant other
Yeah.
and their father. That's a great
Yeah.
place
That's
to
where
go
we're
to
going.
church or go
Yeah.
on a date.
That's probably the only place that a father would drive his daughter to a date.
Right, or yeah, just
Right.
want to be a part of that.
Yeah.
Date.
Yeah.
especially.
That's a good
yeah.
point. Good catch on that one.
So yeah, that's definitely it for me.
My kids can take notice for their first dates. I'm going to be picking them up and bringing them to church.
Yeah, and so now all of your children can know, have them slip and fall, it'll be a funny thing, like, oh, okay, now we have this bonding moment.
Good. That's good. All right, Michelle, most embarrassing moment.
Okay, the first one that came to mind was I studied abroad in Spain and I got sick. And my host dad, who only spoke in Spanish, told me that, I could take my temperature. And so I grabbed the thermometer and I put it under my tongue. And he looked at me and he just went, ooh, kind of like that. And I was like, of course I'm sick and I'm sweating and I look disgusting and I have a thermometer in my mouth. And he says, in Spanish, he says, ooh, usually we put it under our arms.
Oh, that was better than where I thought I was going.
Yes.
But I put a family's armpit thermometer into my mouth.
Yeah.
And that was that was so
You also got
embarrassing.
lice on that trip, so that was a good
Yeah,
trip
I
for
did.
you.
Yeah, it was rough. Yeah, that was so embarrassing.
Oh,
yeah.
that's fantastic.
Yeah, that was rough.
What about you, Kip?
Oh.
What's your most embarrassing?
All right, my most embarrassing moment. I haven't had many.
Right, I mean, you're just too cool to have embarrassing moments. I get that.
Yeah, clearly. This one's a doozy, and likewise, I cringe still thinking about it. So I'm not even gonna say how old I was.
So
I was
yesterday.
I was on a date with a girl, double date. Her friend and a guy I didn't know,
Yeah.
and me and my girlfriend, and we went out to eat. And I don't know how many Cokes I had, but I drank a lot.
Right.
Because we didn't talk much.
Right,
It
it's
was
just
a weird date.
to help with the awkward
yeah, it was
moments.
like-
yeah, I
Just
get that.
constantly taking a sip and well, afterwards, like the restaurant behind it was a big like forest preserve, and it had this like lake and a big like loop to walk around the lake. And so it was fall. It wasn't too cold, but so we finished up, we paid the bill, and we were like, let's go for a walk. And so we're walking around the lake. Well, we get halfway around the lake, and I'm like, I gotta pee. I gotta pee so bad. I gotta pee really, really bad. But I was at a time in my life where like you didn't admit that,
Right, yeah.
and so
Cool people don't pee. That's just
cool people don't pee. And I was super embarrassed as it was, so we just kept walking, and I'm like, and I'm walking faster. And the other couple was not. They were walking much slower. They wanted to drag out.
They
this.
didn't have the urgency.
They did not have the. Nor did my date have the urgency. We got roughly a block away from the restaurant that we had eaten at, and like I'm losing it. And so I'm like, hey, I just got to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. And so I start kind of walking much faster while trying to hold everything in. And I open the door to the restaurant, and I get in, and I just start peeing. And I'm running to the bathroom, and I get there. And by the time I get to the bathroom, there's not much left.
Right, you're done.
For the bathroom. I was pretty much done at that point. Thankfully, it was at a time where very baggy jeans were in.
How does baggy jeans cover up pee?
You'd be surprised at your knee.
I was able to take the pee stain on my pants and twist my pants in such a way where they folded enough where it kind of hit it. I mean, clearly it wasn't, I wasn't
It's good
doing
that it was baggy and not holy. You know,
Yes.
like, yeah.
Yeah. So I had a pee wet stain down my pants.
Oh, the stink. You wouldn't believe it. Whoa, I got so.
Yeah,
Is that what you said? Oh my gosh.
I walked out and I was like, hey, I'm not feeling good. And I went to the payphone because growing up they had payphones, not cell phones.
Was it rotary?
I'm not that old. And I called for a ride. And at that point, I then just kind of took the leg that had all the pee on it.
Yeah.
And I just kind of tucked that kind of behind, like by the wall, and kind of leaned into it, you know, and just kind of kept talking to my date while
That's
my dad came to
impressive.
pick me up. To this day, I don't know if she ever noticed. She never said
She
anything.
totally did.
She totally did. It was embarrassing when I peed my pants.
One day someone's gonna be watching you on a live stream here, and they'll be like, "That's the pee guy."
That's the pee guy. Yeah, it's so great. I'm getting ready to launch a campus.
Right,
and
exactly.
Now everybody,
Oh yeah, that's a pea guy.
we'll delete this after it goes live, and
Yeah, exactly.
we'll be fine. Well, hey, so what have you guys been doing? I mean, you're watching a lot of Star Wars.
Yes.
What else has been new, or what else has been going on through COVID?
Yeah, well, I use this time, I mean, I've got my full-time job now, and then I've also launched a podcast, which has been super fun. We've
Okay.
been talking fantasy football, and so that's super fun.
Yeah.
That's been like the big thing I've been working on, and then, what about you, Shaw?
Not a lot.
Well, the Star Wars thing is
Yeah.
big.
Yeah, the Star Wars thing. I've been doing a lot of puzzles. Been reading a lot of books.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
That's about
Michelle, I mean, Michelle had a goal to read, what was it?
I just was reading a book a month.
a book a month, but she like doubled it or like double
Yeah.
and then some did this past year because of COVID. And so
COVID
she's
helped.
been
Yep.
reading a ton, which is pretty nice, pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. What about you?
That's great. I've been getting ready to launch a campus.
Yeah, just like that one
Been-
small thing of like
that one
launching
small thing.
an entire campus.
I've really enjoyed every Wednesday when we get to kind of hang out
Yeah.
and do this. We've had a sports theme.
That's awesome.
We've had the luau theme. We
Okay.
had, what else? Movie theme.
Ooh.
Movie
Fun.
theme, yeah. So that was great. We had a bunch of students on stage last week. And
Was
we,
that the Chris Pratt week?
No,
Oh.
no.
Okay.
Chris Pratt was movie week? No, it was sports week.
Sports week.
It had nothing to do with sports other than he's kind of athletic.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Strong
but-
guy.
Yeah, not a whole lot.
Okay.
Been enjoying time with the family.
Yeah.
I'm currently renovating our mud room at our
Okay.
house. That's a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
My wife is sick of the mess that I've left everywhere, so maybe this weekend I'll be able to tackle a little bit more of that and get that
Okay.
done. But
There you go.
yeah, this month though, in our times together, we've been talking about all things new, and so each week we've been talking about how God does new things.
Yeah.
And even old things that we think are old, like God surprises us,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden things feel new. And so last
Totally.
week we talked about how Jesus' death and resurrection gives us new life in Him, and that He came and died and made a way for us to have new life. And so this week I wanted to talk a little bit about what does that new life look like, and if I want to live a different kind of life, God actually shows us in His Word
Yeah.
a lot of ways to do that.
Totally.
But there was one passage that stood out to me this week of how we can live, and how God's Word shows us how to live differently, how to live a life that is new.
Yeah.
And last week we talked about those who are in Christ are a new creation. The old is gone, the new has come. And so what does it look like for the old self to be gone and for the new self to be lived out and experienced?
Yeah.
And how do we take steps in that direction? And so it's kind of like, it made me think of my phone. You guys have phones?
Yeah, I've
They're
heard of
they're
those.
these
Yeah.
really
Yeah,
cool things.
familiar.
You can make phone calls and text people.
Yeah.
You could show me a thing or two. I still know how a payphone works. But on your phone, there's a button called Settings. Do you use Settings
I'm
much?
familiar with that button. I don't press it very often, but I know it exists.
What's really cool about the Settings button, what's really cool about the Settings button on your phone is that it allows you to customize how your phone works.
Yeah.
What you see, what you hear. You can change what access you have to different things and what you allow to have access to you. You can change how your phone looks. You can change what sound your phone makes. That all happens in your settings.
Yeah.
And so if you ever wanted a different ringtone, like
You can do that in
you
there.
can do that in settings.
That's interesting. Did you know that? That's new.
So this is making me feel like I know what I'm talking about, guys. Okay.
The ringtone thing, that's
The ringtone.
that means you know it.
I have custom ringtones.
Yeah.
I actually, anyways. And depending on what settings you put in, it allows you to edit even who can find you and who has access to you. Like that's all in the settings. And
Yeah.
and here's what Colossians 3 says. God tells us if we're going to live a new or different kind of life, he says then, set your mind on things above. And it's almost like God is saying, like, just like your phone has a settings button to change the access and the importance and the things that you want to have access to you, he's saying, look, if you want to have a different kind of life, change what has access to you.
Yeah.
Change the setting of your mind to things above. Heavenly things, eternal things. Not things of this earth. So set your mind on things above, not on things of this earth. And it stood out to me because I thought, this is one way God instructs us to change how we live. And it starts with the settings of our mind and what we set our mind on. And is it earthly things or is it eternal things? And see, what we set our mind on, it determines how I look and how I live. It determines what I say and what sounds come out of my mouth. What I set my mind on, it allows me to set who I allow access to be a voice and speak into my life as well. And so if you're going to live a different kind of life, I know you guys know this. I'm like looking at you like I'm talking to you, but like if you are going to live a different kind of life, if you're going to live your life for Jesus, it starts with changing some settings in your mind on things that are heavenly rather than things that are earthly. Yeah. And so I want to encourage our students with that today, that maybe you struggle with that sometimes. Maybe you struggle with like, how do I change this behavior? Or I want to live my life for Jesus, but I don't always know how to do that. And let me just suggest, like Colossians 3 does, to set your minds on different things. If you want a different life, start doing some different things by setting your mind on things that God cares about rather than things that everybody else on this earth cares about. Worry about and care about what God cares about. And that'll begin to reshape your thinking and how you respond to the world around you. So I hope that's an encouragement for you today. And so now, I'm really excited. I'm gonna introduce a song that may be an encouragement to our students today. It's a song written by our own Heritage Worship team, and it's called Impossible Things. And this song is going to be releasing in February, and so be on the lookout. It's not even out yet, but it's coming to Spotify and Apple Music and all those things. But here is a sneak peek at this song by our very own Heritage Worship. It's called Impossible Things. Check it out.
Come to you and take these fears and doubts that just consume. God, I long to see your kingdom move and take this weary heart and give it truth. Oh, I've seen him move, I've seen him do impossible things. I've seen him move
Well, hey, welcome back.
Oh, hey.
One of the favorite games that we have had, I think, this whole month has been Water Wars, and so we're going to do Water Wars Extreme. But what I just realized is that we haven't given out any food yet today. So we're going to do that right now. I want to hear your good news. So smash in some good news to the comments section, and Jack's going to let me know some of those good pieces of good news. Also, if you have a question for Marco and Michelle, why don't you throw that in the comments as well? And Jack, who has been the most vocal on the chat right now, guys? Anybody been chatting? Maddie Fogelsong.
Hi, Maddie.
So Maddie gets to pick one person that gets food that's on the chat. Maddie, just type into the chat, who do you want to send food to? It cannot come to your house. Who's it going to go to?
That's a good catch.
Yeah.
Can't send it to Dylan.
And any good news up there yet?
Oliver said good news is that Marco and Michelle are here.
Yeah! That is some good news.
Hey, Ollie.
Zoe Westman said snow. We got snow.
Yeah.
We got snow.
Love the snow.
We got snow. We got a lot of
Love it.
snow.
A lot of snow.
Love it.
I plowed 3 times yesterday.
Yeah, but
Good.
the crazy thing is, students, I didn't know if you knew this. You probably did, but you will never have another snow day. Now that schools are used to
That's-
e-learning,
Yeah, sorry.
it's like, oh, it's an e-learning day, not a snow day.
Yeah,
It's gonna
exactly.
be terrible.
You know how to turn on the computers now, so
Yeah.
turn them on.
What else?
The other good news is that it's Avery's brother's birthday.
It's Avery's
Yay!
brother's birthday.
Brother's
Let's send some Taco
birthday.
Bell to Avery Tiajanko and her family.
It's a good thing that Maddie chose Avery to get.
Hey! Better for my wallet. Love it. Who else are we going to send food to? Who wants food? Raise your hand.
We have Spencer McCoy on tonight, and we haven't had him in a while.
Spencer's new.
Spencer!
Hey, Spencer! Spencer, you get some Taco Bell. Respond to Jack's phone number. Text that number. He's going to put the number in the comment section. Text the number. What do you want from Taco Bell? And it'll be on its way to you, Spencer and Avery and Ollie. Let's send some Taco Bell to Ollie, because it is good news that you guys are here. It's so
Yeah.
It's such good news. All right, we've got some Taco Bell going out. Let's do this. I want smash into the comments who is going to win this game, and if you are right, you will have a chance to win Taco Bell. Here's how the game is played. We each have some cards. We are going to flip over the card, but first we're going to show everybody, and then the high card wins, and that person gets to splash the other 2 people with water. We have 5 cups of water each. If you get splashed with 5 cups of water, you are out. We will play till there is a winner, and then the winner gets to decide water gun or water gun, and they get to decide who they want to spray down with the water gun.
Got it.
Yeah, that's good. That's awesome. I like
Yeah.
it.
Cool.
I forgot to say the other good news for me is I've been growing out my hair, so I'm going to take off my hat for this. I mean, look at this mane.
Look at the mane.
And I grew it for this game because it's going to look so good to get my
I
hair
almost,
splashed.
once you took that off, I was almost like, oh, Michelle.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no.
Yeah. It's just luxurious now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Michelle, trim up that facial hair.
Yeah, I'll work on that.
All right, here we go. Look at that war background.
I know.
Yeah.
Feels
Very
like
intense.
It is
all right?
intense.
All right, here we go. This is war. 1, 2, 3. Oh, no! I thought I got a queen. That's got to win.
So wait, you hit-
ace.
Okay.
So I get to get you guys, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait, can you guys, okay, ready? And,
Oh my gosh, it's so cold. That's so.
yeah, I put my cups in the freezer. That's
I'm glad half of it missed me, but then I was like, wait, no.
The screen.
So let's not go towards the screen either.
So I'll go this, well,
Yeah,
this way.
this way.
Okay.
Or
I don't know. Either way, I lost. Let's keep going. Okay.
I like it. 1, 2, 3. These are my.
I'm too close to Michelle for this game.
These are my 2 face cards that should win, and I lose the aces.
Bye.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm like point blank to Michelle.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Ace!
No.
I got the aces.
Okay, don't get the screen.
Don't get the screen.
I don't like it.
I'm having flashbacks to that date when I peed my pants.
Oh my god.
Anyone who voted for me in the comments, you're welcome.
Come on, Michelle, we got
All right,
this.
all right, all right, all right.
1, 2, 3.
Dang it.
No!
Yeah! Wait, but you guys, it doesn't matter because I win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man.
I now just realize how cold the water is.
You guys, this water is so cold. It's not even funny.
I didn't want to be the only one that looked like I peed my pants.
Okay, okay.
And go.
Yes!
We're all like, wait.
Have we been keeping track of how many times? Okay.
What?
This is 3 for me.
This is 2 for me.
Dun, dun, bam, bam.
Good thing this pool's here because it's everywhere else.
Okay. All right, okay.
Wait.
I've gotten 2.
Do you wanna
I've
trade?
won twice. No!
Ooh, yeah, let's go to our right.
Nope.
Yeah, everyone go to the
No!
right.
Change your cards to the right.
No.
Okay, ready?
Okay,
1,
all
2, 3,
right.
go. That was me!
Good thing we
I was losing either way.
traded.
Good, it was the one dry spot I had left. Okay, so I got 3, you've got 4.
I got 4.
And you've got 3?
I don't remember.
2.
No, 3.
Yeah.
3, 4.
4.
Okay.
All right, now trade again. Trade.
No, I'm not.
Go left, go
Oh yeah,
left,
let's go. Let's go
left,
that way.
Oh, left. Yeah, the other left.
Okay.
Now, 1, 2, 3. Yeah!
I have never traded cards again.
If we didn't trade, I would be out.
If we didn't trade the last 2, I would have won already. The slow pour.
Yeah, the slow pour. The slow pour. I like it.
Oh my
All right,
gosh.
who is supposed to win this game? Who have they been saying?
Vote for me. I'm a winner.
Marco?
Are you team?
Yeah, that's what that
I hear
is.
the water
It's
trickling.
going straight down my back.
3 Marco and 1 Kit.
Come on.
Anybody, come on! 3 Michelle's. Yay!
All right, so tie 3 and 3.
And I have 4, you have 4, she has 3.
No,
No,
for
we
this.
all have 4.
We all have 4. We all have 4. I love it. Okay.
Is this the? Well, this is
So
the final
the person
cup.
who gets.
This is the last cup.
Well, we gotta fill up another cup.
Okay.
So the person who wins this wins it all.
Yes.
I love it.
Okay.
This could not have gone any better.
Okay.
This is.
We're just
this
gonna
is
fill
the
this up
perfect-
'cause I'm winning.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, I don't want to be that person.
Oh my gosh, it's so cold. This is ridiculous.
Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Ha!
Please tell me I won. Please tell me I won. No! No!
Okay. I'm gonna enjoy this and 1. And here we go, Kit.
Ah, yes! Oh, thank you! Ah!
Oh no!
Okay.
No!
Marco, Michelle, thank you so much for joining us
Thank
tonight.
you for having
It
us.
was so much
Thanks
fun.
for hanging out.
Oh my gosh.
This is how it felt.
Yeah. When I was a baby. And I peed myself.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know how my son runs around in his diaper when it's like soaking wet.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us for our very last Youth Online Live. Don't forget to sign up for February. Sign up for one of our small groups over Zoom that are going to be meeting online. You can go to heritagechurch.cc/youth. You can sign up for the Winterfest. You can sign up for one of those Zoom groups. And we can't wait for you to do that. And
It's gonna be awesome.
We'll see you Sunday at watch parties. We will not see you next Wednesday here because these are over. This was so much fun. Adios.
See you guys.
Bye.